Tell us a little bit about what Velocity does.
So we are a business accelerator and incubator. We also have co-working and event space. What that means is you can come to us with an idea on a napkin and we can help you launch, or you can be an existing business looking for an exit strategy. We can help support you in that, or diversification. We are really like a community center for businesses in the Innovation District of Sterling Heights.
All right, so can you kind of briefly explain, because you always have new programs going. What's the Professional Fellows Program, and how did you become involved?
So, to be honest with you, I had never heard of the professional fellowship program until the fall of last year when we were approached by Global Ties Detroit. They are responsible for making the connections between the fellows that come from, for us, the MENA region or the MENA region, which is Middle East and North Africa. One of their board members recommended Velocity as a host. And the more I learned about what they do, the more I was excited to participate. They're a Department of State funded program, bringing opportunities for entrepreneurs and business owners to do both a cultural and skill exchange here in the United States. Stay for 4 weeks, and it's really an immersion into the U.S., and specifically for us, into Sterling Heights, and getting to know our ecosystem, sharing their expertise and their background, connecting them with resources, and also working on a project together. And as part of that exchange, we get the opportunity to apply and then go to the place where we hosted. We had someone from Morocco and someone from Algeria. So I took advantage of that opportunity and applied to go to Morocco as well.
So, listen, from your time in Morocco, so what kind of key lessons or insights did you get that can help small business here?
So what was really interesting to me is that the issues of facing entrepreneurs and small business owners are international. I mean, they are universal. A lot of the issues and struggles that we hear here in our community are the exact same there. It's kind of interesting, and listening to how they work through that, their approach. There are some differences in that, and that was a real eye opener, and something that I hope to gain and apply here.
So, in other words, they have a lot of the same challenges we do. It's just a
Yes.
cultural difference as much, right?
Yeah, yeah, yep. It was, and that wasn't huge either. I mean, after a couple of presentations that I did, some entrepreneurs came up to me and they said, I'd really want to know more about how to start. And that's exactly the conversation we have here. So,
Yes, that's exactly right.
how to
Yeah.
launch,
And then get you ready to go to the bank, right? For your financing, right?
right? And what you need for that.
Yeah. Okay. So, tell me how do international exchanges like this benefit local businesses and kind of the broader regional economy?
So, like I mentioned, there is that sort of camaraderie that you can sort of, you might feel uh, overwhelmed, isolated as an entrepreneur, but knowing that not only are the issues that you're facing regional, but they're global, and say, what solutions have I tried? What's worked? What hasn't? What are the approaches in other countries and other cultures? And one of the interesting generalizations that I noticed is that in Morocco, the tendency is to seek out stability first prior to growth. And there can be people get stuck there. And then in inversely here, in general, they launch and then they figure it out later and then have all the issues from that. So I think the sweet spot is something right in the middle, seeking out stability, knowing when it is, taking some risk also. So balancing out those two things is, so I hope to incorporate that understanding and learning as well.
Well, it sounds to me like you're trying to find that fine line between risk and non-risk, which
Exactly.
goes between the two. Well, Megan, thanks so much for the good work you're doing. We'll check in on this because I'm presuming this is an ongoing program for you folks.
Yes, we'll be hosting three more entrepreneurs in a couple weeks, from two from Egypt and one from Algeria. We're looking forward to coordinating an exciting time for them. I did want to say a fun fact before I go. As it being the 250th anniversary of our independence in this country, Morocco was the first country to recognize the U.S.'s independence. So we have a long-standing partnership and relationship, and that's what makes us so special.
Invite him to the birthday party. Megan Hubbs, Small Business Programs Manager at Velocity in Sterling Heights. Thanks for joining us. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we will be back with more.